and welcome back. Today we've got makeup empties for you. You're gonna notice the theme, it's a lot of the same stuff. To get started, I will give you an example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Soap and Glory Archery brow pencils. It's essentially a very skinny brow pencil. It's basically Anastasia Brow Wiz. I've used that product. I think it's very good. It is no better than this in my opinion, certainly for my purposes. It comes with a very skinny pencil on the one end and a spoolie on the other, and the fine tip just helps you create very realistic brows, especially for someone like me who has very little brow hair and I effectively have to draw on the entire shape of my brow. This just looks really natural. The color is very good for me. I use the shade Blonde Shell. It comes in 2 other shades of darker brown. It obviously isn't available in this country, unfortunately, so I stock up every time I'm overseas. But the closest thing to this you can get in South Africa is made by Smashbox. It's almost identical. Stila also does a version, and the MAC eyebrow pencils also have a very fine tip. It's just that the value isn't as good because obviously those products are a little bit more expensive. Also from the Soap and Glory eyebrow pencil range is the Brow Tint and Precision Shaping Pencil. So this has more of a thick nib. It's better for people who perhaps don't have such fine brows and don't have to do quite as much work on them. It's more of a tool for filling in people who already have definition there. And on the other side it has a little felt tip pen, which is awesome for creating very lifelike brow strokes. This is a great tool for creating extremely realistic looking eyebrows, but I just prefer the thinner tip of the other product because, like I said, it gives me more control and just looks a bit more natural on me. Again, that comes in a couple of shades. Now for a few mascaras. I've got 4 dry mascaras here. The first one is by Clinique and it's called Chubby Lash. This is awesome. Clinique makes some of the best high-end mascaras on the market. It's one of those soft sort of silicone rubbery brushes, and it's got a very thick barrel but very fine thin bristles. And I find it really grips the lash and just, it pulls the lashes up and gives them tons of definition and makes them look really black and very voluminous. There's a picture of me wearing this on Instagram, which I'll pop here for you to look at. And they describe it as a fattening mascara, which is exactly what it is. Doesn't really create length, but really does build volume in the lashes. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. This got a lot of hype when it launched, and a lot of people really like it. I'm not one of them. It's got more of a hard plastic brush. It's curved in a banana shape and has rows of teeth effectively on it. It's similar to like the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. It's not that it's not a good mascara. I actually really like the effect, but it transfers on me, and that's not necessarily true for everyone, but on my eye shape I just get that black smudgy line up here and I just can't be doing that. It's too irritating. I have plenty of mascaras that don't do that. Next up is the Max Factor Masterpiece Transform High Impact Volumizing Mascara. This is quite weird. It's again a hard plastic brush. It looks a little bit like a baseball bat shape, so it starts off thin and gets a little bit wider towards the end, and again has rows of teeth, evenly spaced and all the same length by the looks of it. I just didn't like this. It didn't really do anything for my eyelashes. I didn't find it particularly volumizing or defining or lengthening. I don't like very hard plastic brushes. It's one of the reasons I don't like Benefit. They're real. It's got a very hard plastic brush and it stabs me in the eye. Now, I know that's a bit lame, and I'm sorry, but I don't like that. Because it's such a rigid brush, when you are working it into the base of your lashes, it just hurts. So, not a great mascara. Max Factor makes the best mascara of all time in my opinion, the False Lash Effect. That's awesome. The regular Masterpiece mascara from Max Factor is also brilliant, as is Masterpiece Max. This one just doesn't do it for me. A mascara that does do it for me is this one, which all the writing has rubbed off. I don't even know what it's called. I'll put the name over here, but it is from No. 7, which is a brand you can get at Boots in the UK, and it's a mascara I use for my bottom lashes for a very long time. It's got an extremely skinny wand with lots of very short, fine, plasticky bristles. This is a soft plastic kind of, those silicone type brushes, and it's just really good because of the size and shape of the bristles. It's very easy to use on your bottom lash line, and it doesn't budge. No flaking, no smudging, no transfer. It's awesome. I really like that, and if I could get that in South Africa, I would probably only use it on my bottom lashes. But for the meantime, I use MAC Giga Black Lash, also like a really good long skinny one that's great for bottom lashes and doesn't move. Onto a couple of other products I have multiples of. The first one is, again, sorry, a product you can't get here, and it's just so good and I don't know why. This is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. This is actually in 2 different shades, 10 and 20 basically, and it's just such a good formula. It's got decent medium coverage. It's really smooth. It's illuminating without being sparkly. It blends out beautifully. It layers really well over corrector. I don't have enough good things to say about it. I absolutely love it. You can order this from ASOS. If you just order the concealer, which is only a few pounds, you won't get nailed with customs. So if you are interested in trying it, then I would give that a go. Another under eye concealer that falls more into the highlighting category are these Catrice light reflecting retouch concealers, and these are effectively YSL Touche Eclat or the Clinique airbrush concealer, kind of the same thing, but they're from Catrice and they cost next to nothing. So these are really good, and as you can see, I've gone through 2 of them so far. They're basically just highlighting concealers. They come in one of these twist up brush on applicators. The coverage is about medium. It comes in quite a few shades. It doesn't look dry under the eyes, it doesn't go cakey, it doesn't crease on me. I think that's a really good product and one of the most underrated things you can get at Skin. Next up is an eyeliner from Smashbox. This is the Always Sharp waterproof eyeliner in the shade Violetta. It's like a dark blackened purple or plum. These are amazing eyeliners. They are so cool. They've got a little sharpener in the lid, so when you put the product in and twist it closed, it sharpens the end again for you, which is just brilliant. They're a really good formula. They come in really beautiful colors. The sharp point just makes it really easy to apply. Once it sets, it doesn't budge. These are just amazing. I really love these. These are one of the best eyeliners you can get. Last but not least, I've got 2 eyebrow products here. They are essentially dupes for each other. The one is Benefit Gimme Brow and the other is the Essence Make Me Brow. As you can see, the packaging is incredibly similar. They are, like I said, essentially the same thing. A volumizing eyebrow gel that has little tiny fibers in it. The more you put on, the more it builds up a little bit of volume and density in the brows, and also helps drawn on brows look that little bit more natural. I use this every single day. I think the Essence one is as good as the Benefit one and costs far less. This is in the shade Blondie Brows. There's also a shade for brunette brows. These 2 products are entirely comparable and I personally wouldn't spend my money on the Benefit version. That's it for Makeup Empties. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already and we'll see you next time. Cheers! If you've been reading the blog recently, you will know that I am head over heels in love with the Skin Creamery Everyday Cream for Face and Body. I've already powered through a bottle and I have a second bottle that is about a third of the way through already in my bathroom. It smells amazing, it's super hydrating, it sinks in without leaving a residue. You can actually use it on your face and your body, believe it or not, and that comes from someone with oily skin.